What's up, Fantasy Champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now, with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
What up? 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 What's going on, everybody? What is going on? We are back with another NBA show, and that is the Fadeaway NBA podcast, Ep.2. We are in the building. Y'all make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to all the channels that's in the I have to mute you, Key. I'm sorry. It's your car. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's on here today for another episode of, y'all know, the Fadeaway podcast. I'm your host, Darian, of the Fadeaway podcast. And I got my buddies here again. We have my boy, Coach Donte. What's up, brother?
Man, how you doing, man? Another second episode of the Fadeaway podcast. Now I'm blessed to be here, man. Let's get it rolling, man. NBA season starts on the 5th, preseason. I'm ready to get it started. Let's get right.
And we got everybody know that Key does be in the building, but right now she's in the car. What's going on, Key? What's goody?
You already know. Nothing. I'm excited about basketball starting. Forget that bum that's named as number 25 on the Sixers. So let's get it cracking.
And last but not least, the guy came in straight from work. Still look like he got his still work shirt on. And my chair twin brother, Mr. Money Mitch himself. What's going on?
Came home from a long day at work. I'm ready to go. And please, can we just, you know where I'm going. Number 25, please go. I haven't made a video on him, but he's still got to go. Come on.
All right, so with that being said, y'all, I don't know if y'all able to get the topics or saw the topics.
I saw it.
I saw him.
According to, Sixers Media Day, we're going to talk about Ben Simmons to start this off because, this is the hottest topic in NBA right now. It's the hottest topic in there. So they're saying that Morley confirms the Simmons trade request. Interesting to hear that, he decided to go along with the trade request. Now, my next thing is, all right, so he went along with Ben Simmons' trade request, right?
Yep.
What is next now for Daryl Morey to do with the situation? Because it already came out, Ben Simmons already saying that his career would be better if he didn't have Joel Embiid on the same team as him. So that's two questions in one. Do you think Ben Simmons is right about that? About him probably having a better career without Joel Embiid? And what does Daryl Morey do now? Since he said he accepted the trade request for, well, not accepted, but he confirms Ben Simmons' trade request. What do y'all think of it?
I call last.
Oh, okay.
Anybody can go. Anybody
Okay,
can go.
I touch on it. First of all, for what I think Daryl Morey should do, he should lower the trade value a little bit because he's not a superstar type player. I mean, he's definitely the reason why the Philadelphia 76ers have failed the last couple of years in the playoff. Them playing 5-on-4 basketball. If it's anything, Joel Embiid is already a superstar in this league, and he has not been held back. I believe if Ben Simmons decides to play another position, I believe he'll be good. But other than that, man, I just think Daryl Morey just need to lower down the trade requests and stuff like that, and everything will be fine if he does that. And do I agree with that? That if he is successful without Joel Embiid, I don't agree with that. But I do think that Ben Simmons need to go to a power forward position. He's 6'10". He can play defense. He'll bear the rebound. And a change of scenery and a change of position, and and a lower trade value for Daryl Morey. If he lowers the trade value, I believe you can get him out of there quick, fast, in a hurry.
Now, my next thing is this, Donte. You said, bring down the trade value, right?
Yeah.
But my thing is this, though. If he's been to multiple All-Star games and all of that, don't you want to get another All-Star for an All-Star?
I don't think he's worth an All-Star.
That's what I'm thinking that Daryl Morey is. He said he's not going to lower his standards because everybody in the NBA, outside of a lot of mainstream media, really have high hopes for Ben Simmons. And they really think he could be a superstar. He really think he could be another All-Star. But if that's the case and they think like that, Daryl Morey I think he has a right to go out. Oh, if you want to consider yourself a superstar, if you consider yourself an All-Star, that's exactly what I want in return. A superstar and an All-Star. If you don't want to be here, that's what I want in return, to fill that void of a superstar and an All-Star. I don't want to trade Ben Simmons for a guy that came up from the G League and plays on the bench. I want to trade starter for starter if I'm Daryl Morey.
Yeah, I mean, like the Malcolm Brogdon deal, I thought they should have took that. I thought Daryl Morey should have bought on that Malcolm Brogdon deal with the 20-point per game score in Malcolm Brogdon in a first-round pick. I would have taken that deal probably in a heartbeat up on that one. But like I say, it's the reason why Ben Simmons doesn't have any value. That's why he's still right now in the building, because he doesn't have that type of superstar or all-star type value. That's why he's not gone. Otherwise,
but he's been an all-star ever since he came into the league, which is voted by the fans anyway.
Yeah,
it's voted by the fans, but they do put that into some consideration that he's an all-star, and I think Daryl Morey wants to go with someone that's an all-star caliber, just like Ben Simmons is, which I don't think he's an all-star caliber, and we all don't think he's an all-star caliber, but at the same time, you got to look at it. The fans voted him, and he really has those all-star nods. So, Key, how do you feel about this?
I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to rant. It's not worth my breath. But honestly, okay, he can trade it, but it's like, who's going to take him? One, two. We all know what Ben is capable of doing. He's showing it in them videos of him shooting in the gym. We're just waiting for him to do that on the court. Like, I gotta agree with Stephen A. says. Ben Simmons is a jump shot away from being a superstar.
Yep.
He's a jump shot away from being a superstar. And for me to, and for you to say, oh, I don't want to play with you anymore, Joel Embiid, because you're messing up my game. Go back to that Atlanta Hawks game in Game 7. Where was Joel Embiid at? At the top of the key. Why? So Ben can do what Ben does. Joel Embiid has sacrificed a lot this season so Ben can get his numbers. Why do you think Joel was at the top of the key so much? Why do you think he was shooting to be a 7'3" center about 34% from the three, which isn't bad, but Joel is that dominant he needs to be inside. Why can't he go down there? Because Ben cannot shoot. He's supposed to be a point guard. You can't. He's good in transition. I give you that. He's good in transition. He's going to facilitate the ball. He's a good defender, but we did not bring him here to do all those. We brought him here to do all those things and to shoot the basketball. But he can't take the shot off the pick and roll. He don't have no shot. Even if it ain't the three. get a little mid-range. You don't even have that. Embiid added that to his repertoire, and he mastered it with the Dirk Nowitzki shot. He was killing people with that fatal, with that mid-range shot.
Right.
He can't dribble the ball in half court because he dishes it off. And where does he go after he dishes it off? To the dunker spot. That's not a point guard. The point guard is supposed to run the offense, run the pick and roll, facilitate where your next move is going to go. Don't dish it off and then go to the dunker spot. That's what Joel Embiid is for. Now, if Ben played to his potential, then this is where Tobias Harris comes into play. He's a power forward. That's where he gets his shots at. The little mid-range. But he can't, nobody on the team can do that because Ben cannot shoot the ball. And it's 5-on-4 basketball every single time. So for Ben to say that he can't play because his game's not around him, Joel Embiid, no. Ben, all the players got to attend and their game towards you because you can't do the one thing that a basketball player is supposed to do. Shoot the damn ball. We're not saying shoot threes. Have some type of shot. You don't even have that. You don't even got that.
We're not asking. We're not asking as Philly fan. I just feel like I think it's. I'm starting to feel like it's more than a shot to me. Because where's the grit? Where's the determination? That is getting questioned by Ben Simmons as well. Like y'all seen it last year. He did everything in the world to get an All-Star nod. He is playing up to his highest level to get an All-Star nod. And then after that, he fell off in the second half after he got the All-Star nod. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it's not the jump shot anymore. The question is, do he really want a championship? Do he really want to play basketball? I'm not questioning him as a jump shooter anymore. I'm questioning him as a player in general. You're starting to look like Kyrie out here.
Yep.
Do you really want to play basketball?
Yep.
Because you don't post nothing Sixers or post nothing basketball on your social media, but it's Twitch and buying cars and stuff like that. This is my issue.
Yep.
Ben Simmons making All-Star games over Devin Booker.
And he should be an All-Star.
Understand, that's what I think the NBA needs to change too, of the fan voting for All-Star games.
Yep.
That needs to change. I think we should add that into our topic as well. Because I don't really care for this Lakers topic that's coming up. Shout out to Freddie, but we ain't talking about these Lakers today. We not doing it. But yeah, like I just feel like at the end of the day, I'm looking at him more like a player. I don't think he fits what Philly is asking for.
He doesn't.
And Joel Embiid give you that Philly grip because he plays with a slight torn meniscus. Slight torn meniscus, and he still finish the playoffs. If Ben Simmons would have broke a nail, he probably would have been on the sidelines in the playoffs. That's why I consider Ben Simmons soft. I don't care about what he does defensively, but he's soft on the offensive side. That doesn't make him a complete player.
Yep.
That means that makes you one-dimensional as a player. So I get how you feel, Key. I definitely get how you feel because the way you just looking right now, I wish I could zoom in on you right now.
Like, one thing people gotta know. Born and raised in Philadelphia, everybody can say, "Oh, Philly fans is Philly fans is that," but to live in this city, you have to know our fans. It's been a long time since we had a championship in basketball. The last time they had a championship, I was not thought of yet, or I was on my way into this world. To play in Philly, yes, you got to have tough skin. All you got to do is show some effort, some toughness, some grit. The Philly fans will not get on you. As long as you do those qualities, you are fine. Ben Simmons shows none of that. And for him to say, oh, the fans didn't get behind him, that's a bunch of BS. Because if you go back to the playoffs. You got dude in the stands saying, come on, Ben, all you got to do is bend your knees and shoot the free throw. We shouldn't have no fans telling you how to shoot a free throw. Yep. You've been taught how to shoot a free throw since you've been playing Little League basketball. You should have Dwight Howard teaching you how to shoot free throws.
Me and King coached the basketball team. And we had kids that shot better at the free throw line than Ben Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Trust me. Trust to believe.
Trust me, I
So
know
it's
that.
like
I know that
it's
myself.
just sad when he's like, oh, Philly fans ran him out. No, Ben, we've been behind you and supported you for 5 years. We got to the fact, okay, you're not going to shoot a ball or a three. Just go to the rim. Be aggressive. You can't even do that. And then you want to blame everybody but yourself. You want to blame everybody but yourself. You want to get mad, first of all, because Doc said, oh, we don't know if he can win. Then Doc recanted his statement, and then you get mad about that. The team tried to come to you and say, come on, Ben, let's get it together. Let's run it back. You wanted to be a little girl. No, I don't want to play with you guys. Don't come out here. I don't want to see you. No, get out of here. And then you're going to say, oh, I can't play because of Joel Embiid. Get out of here, Ben. Get out of here.
All right.
I don't know where he's going to go. Somewhere, if I'm the Sixers, I wouldn't give up to his demands. Talking about he want to go play for a team out west. No. Let him sit. Let him get fined up the ass. He getting all this money. He can pay it back. And he can sit out as long as he wants. So Daryl Morey and Elton Brand do not give in. Let him sit there and get fined. That's going to be on him. That's tarnishing his image, his value. And all the other teams are going to, GMs are going to see this. It's like, why do we want Ben? He's not even really doing anything. He's not even maybe saying, okay, well, maybe I need to apologize. Maybe I do need to take some accountability for himself. He's been like this all his life, being privileged. People telling him he got told yes all the time. Nobody telling him no. Nobody to fix things. It's crazy. I'm over 2-5. I'm over Simmons. I'm over this whole thing. Can we just get to basketball? Tyrese Maxey's doing great. They're praising him already. Tyrese Maxey is the piece that we need. He's a complete point guard. He's going to do some damage, and everybody's going to forget about that.
Mitch?
All
Go
right.
ahead, Mitch.
Now I can go. First, I actually want to start Daryl Morey. Have him go like this. Just keep him on the side of the bench. Keep him way over there. Just have him sit down. Just please sit down and shut up until you want to play and this whole thing's behind. It goes back to the LSU days. He didn't want to go to class. Remember that? He didn't want to go to class. So he was putting himself on a high pedestal for not going to class. But now it's like everything in the schools, everything's crazy. But he's not wanting to go to class. He doesn't want to work hard. His career stagnant. Maybe
it doesn't get worse and it doesn't get higher.
It doesn't get higher.
Exactly. Actually, when his summer league of his rookie year, that was the highest he's ever been. His summer league in the rookie year. I remember
his highest that he's ever been, Mitch, was the first half of the year.
No, summer league. But I remember this pass in summer league. He did it behind the back pass. It went off the defender, went to the next guy. I was like, okay, now we have a guy, and then nope. I'm telling you right now, Donte knows this, how much this irks me. He knows. He DMs me. He was like, hey, Simmons is still here. I'm like, are you serious right now? But all love, man, all love. Yeah. But seriously, no jump shot. Put him in arbitration, fine him. They can sue him for the breach of contract if it really goes that far. But do whatever it takes. Trade him to Cleveland for Colin Sexton and Kevin Love. I work at a gym.
I don't want Kevin Love.
Guys who were from Cleveland, and they were like, "Oh, we'll take them in a heartbeat." Colin Sexton's not good on defense. Kevin Love is old.
But I think Colin Sexton got an extension, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't think he has an extension yet. This is his contract year though, but it's rumors coming out saying.
I swore I saw it.
I don't think.
Look it up.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
I'm not too sure. I thought he got. I might be wrong, but I thought he got an extension.
Because it's also
that's why
rumors,
he wasn't considered on the trade block anymore.
Yes, it's also rumors that the teammates didn't like how he played, didn't like his playing style. It was also rumors that they really didn't like how he played. But to me, he had a great season this year, man. Colin Sexton is a very good basketball. He's good.
And I'm not a big fan of Kevin Love anymore. Kevin
I'm
Love
not,
should
but it
never
seems
ask
a
for
scenery
it.
for
For
him.
me, personally, I think Kevin Love should never ask for a trade out of Minnesota. I think they could have built around him.
Yeah.
That's what Kevin Love was at his best when he was in Minnesota. He went everywhere else and he got hurt. He was injury prone and he just wasn't the best player. I'm not a big fan of Kevin Love anymore. When he's healthy, he can produce. But why trade for a healthy Ben Simmons to go get an injury prone guy? I know it's a package deal.
So,
but give me a better big man right now.
So there's no contract extension, but they want him here for the long haul.
Okay.
So,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they address that at media day.
Okay.
So that makes sense. I would still take Colin Sexton if that's
It's
still an
like, do
option.
you know how many players we could have still had on this team? Do you know how many players who still would have been on this team? Jimmy Butler.
You want me to run
still
down the
could have
list?
had Jimmy. But because of the Brett Brown.
It was Ben Simmons and
But-
Brett Brown.
Yeah, thanks, Alderson. I knew.
J.J. Redick, even J.J. Redick, after he retired, and I was reading something online today, and they asked him one thing he regretted. He said, I wish I could have went back to Philly. Imagine if we could have had a J.J. Redick. I understand he was a liability on defense, but still, he had the shot. J.J.
So was Curry, but he put up numbers.
Joel, Danny Green, stuff. Just imagine if we would have had a J.J. Redick still on the squad.
The thing about it is, Iverson Vlogs, he said, what about Ben Simmons for T.J. Brogdon, for Brogdon and T.J. Warren and a draft pick? But I'm kind of nervous about T.J. Warren because even though
he's hurt, he's always hurt.
He's coming off that bad injury.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'm concerned
And
about
he won't
with
be-
T.J. Warren. If T.J. Warren played out the year, this year, I say take the deal. But I got a feeling they're going to try to keep Warren and Brogdon around for a long time for the Indiana Pacers team. That's why I feel like the Sixers didn't take the Michael Brogdon deal, because I think the Pacers is going to try to keep Brogdon there and keep T.J. Warren there and build around that with a 100% healthy, if healthy, Chris LeVert as well.
Yeah. And Warren won't be playing too much this season, so that will kind of be a waste of trade because he's still dealing with that foot injury. So he won't be ready for the start of the year. He will not actually be ready for the start of the year. But, I mean, throughout the whole draft process, when Ben Simmons was getting drafted to the NBA, like Money Mint said, he didn't want to go to class. It was what's the college announcer name? I think he's bald head, but he came out. No, not him. It's not him, but he's a college announcer. I want to go back to when he said, huh?
Jay Salas?
Not Jay Billis. It's the other one. It's
Jay
the other
Billis.
one. It's another one.
I don't know.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's not Jay Billis though. But he said Stephen A. said it's Ben Simmons the number one pick. The man said no because he can't make shots. And remember, he couldn't even take LSU to the NCAA tournament. He couldn't even take them guys.
They ended up going to the NIT.
Yeah, he couldn't even take them to the NCAA tournament. So again, he doesn't like the work. Everything has been given to Ben Simmons, and I just think it's time. I just think it's time for the right deal.
It's not Skip Bayless. It's not Skip Bayless. Iverson Vlogs.
Yeah, it's not now one of them. It's not.
Head guy. I know who you talk about, but I just don't know his name.
Valori. John Valori.
Huh?
John Valori?
No, I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him.
Vitale?
It's not Vitale. It's not him. Not him. He used to go on First Take all the time.
John Valori was the coach of my high school basketball team.
Hold up, he used to go on First Take all the time as Jay Will? You talking about Jay Will?
No, he's not black. He's white. He's white. He's not black. He's white.
I'm just thinking of people that's bald head. Like
yeah. Jay Billis is not it either. But yeah, it's another dude. And I remember his face when I see him, but I just don't remember his name.
I'm just gonna look up college basketball.
Yeah, but like that's all I wanted to touch into. We can go to the next segment, but he couldn't even lead LSU to the NCAA tournament at all.
Speaking of All-Star games, now I was going to talk about the Lakers about building a vintage championship contender, but they vintage. That's why they're going to be senior citizens by the end of the year. So, speaking of the NBA All-Star game in itself.
Yeah.
Is it Seth Greenberg?
Oh, Seth Greenberg.
Yes!
Okay.
That's who it is.
I didn't even know his name. I totally forgot. Wow.
That's Mike Greenberg's cousin, isn't it? They're
That
like
that
related about it.
that's who it
So-
is that said Ben Simmons couldn't make shots. That's who it is. Yep.
So my next thing is about the NBA All-Star Game in itself. Do y'all feel like the voting for the All-Star Game needs to be changed? And if it needs to be changed, what if you were the commissioner of the NBA? How would you change the All-Star voting? Who will vote? And who will vote? And how would that process work if it was y'all? So if it was me, I say it should be a percentage of. It should be broken down into percentages.
Yep.
It should be coaches.
Yep.
It should be players.
Yep.
And after players, then I think the last of the percentage should go to the fans. But the two major percentages should go
The
to the coaches,
and the players.
Yep. Say
What
if
about
it's
general
100%. All right, so we probably have to put a fourth one in there. I think if it's 100%, you'll probably put 40 for the coaches, 40 for the players, which that's 80%, and 10% should go to fans. That's 90%. But
Yeah.
I mean, or you could put that last 20%, or add it up, put 50 and 50, or put 50 and 35, or whatever. Split it up in that way. I don't know math like that. I'm dumb as shit when it comes to math. I don't care. So, how would y'all feel? Me personally, I would just do coaches, players, and then the fans get the less percentage. What y'all think about that?
You took everything out of my mouth that I just said. I think it should be coaches and players. I thought it's always should have been that. You got some people don't even have great years that always injured. Fans will vote them in. I think some of that should go to the coaches. A lot of that should go to the coaches and the players.
They voted on Nick Collison and wins.
I think all that should go to the coaches and the players. And if you want to throw some GMs in there, you definitely could. But coaches and players, and definitely should have more of the input than the fans. That's the right thing.
I know we get on mainstream media, but what about NBA analysts on mainstream media?
I would do that. Hey, I would do
I'm not
it.
a big fan of mainstream media, but I feel like they know their stuff when it comes to NBA. I feel like they don't know their shit when it comes to the NFL.
Yeah, analysis, basketball analysis, GMs and stuff, and all that. I think they should have a say so. I don't think the fans should be. I think the fans should at least have about 10%. But all like the NBA analysis, the coaches, the players, the GMs, I think they should have a say so who make an All-Star team.
Key, what you feeling about this, Key? Because I know you driving no 9 to 5 right now.
I think if it comes down to the starters for the All-Star, let it be down to coaches, writers, because that's how they figure out that's how they do the MVP. They have writers and everything else doing all that. So I feel like for your starters, have them do it, and then have the fans do the.
Yep, you froze up a little bit. Say that last part again.
Have the fans pick the reserves.
See, I don't know, because even with the reserves, Booker still got snubbed the last couple of years, even as a reserve.
No, this is what you do. So you get your list together, who you think can go in. Of course, you're going to pick your main starters, and the players that don't get picked from the starters. You have your list. Those will be your reserves. Have the fans pick that.
That's interesting. Mitch, how would you do it?
For me, have you guys said the general managers yet?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, I
Me and
didn't
Darren
hear
said
you, so
the
I would have
general
to.
I feel like nobody higher up than the coaches should have a chance, because I don't think GMs know who the hell players are. They just sign them and they just cut their damn check. That's just me.
Okay. Then scouts. Would you have the scouts do it?
Yeah, you could put scouts in there.
I say scouts. Because look, you're scouting everyone in the draft, right? So if they're watching the game, they have a close eye, let them do it. And obviously our scouts took 25 as number 1. So not our scouts are not the best from our draft history. Our scouts is not the best from our draft history.
So how would you do it? Like, how would you Like, what percentage do the scouts would get?
Coaches, 50. I want the coaches to have the highest amount. Scouts.
Yeah, I think the coaches should have the highest amount.
Yeah, definitely.
Scouts 30. So that's 80. 10% for the fans, 10% for the players. So that's 90. I mean, that's 100 right there.
Okay.
So 50 coaches, 30 scouts, 10 players, 10 fans. Or you can go 15 players, 5 fans, or whatever.
See, I don't know if I would let the fans pick the reserves the way they pick the all-stars, the starters. I don't know if I would let them.
I still feel like the fans would be biased.
Yes, I would let the players, the coaches can pick the starters. I let the coaches pick the starters, and I might let the starters of the All-Star game pick the reserves. I might let them pick the reserves. You know, but I don't know if I would let the fans pick the reserves because they still may be biased to some degree.
All right, so I think that makes sense, but I feel like the NBA's All-Star game definitely needs a change.
Yeah,
definitely needs a change.
It actually had changed with the draft. Honestly, with the draft, that made the NBA All-Star game more competitive, more fun to watch.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on with the NBA draft now. I feel like last year it was really the NBA draft was kind of forced due to a pandemic. You really couldn't watch a lot of college basketball. You really couldn't. I mean, you could watch it.
No, I was talking about the draft for the
same when
All-Star
you had fans in the stands. Like
I was talking about the draft for the All-Star game. You know how there was like 2 captains, like you have Giannis and LeBron, and they will pick their teams for the All-Star game. That's what I was talking about when I meant.
Them basically, yeah.
Okay, I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad at that. But I gotta take this background now because we about to have a talk, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to have a talk, and this is about. Let me see if I can scroll down real quick because I don't want it to scroll this down real quick. All right. So let's get it to here. All right. Here is the power rankings preseason so far. Now, I wrote them down, but I wanted y'all to see here. This is from 1 to 30. 1 to 30.
Can we
The number one team in the preseason is the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, obviously.
Do everybody agree with that? Number one team coming into the season is the Brooklyn Nets.
I agree with that. A healthy Brooklyn team, I definitely agree.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Number 2, Milwaukee Bucks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Number 3, Los Angeles Lakers.
That's right.
Yep.
Number 4, Phoenix Suns.
I don't know.
There.
I don't know.
I mean, we could talk about it because this is what they said. They said,
go ahead. My bad.
They said the Phoenix NBA Finals trip last season fell short to an ultimate goal, but there's very little turnover in the desert. It shouldn't take much of Monty Williams to get this team to buy in. Landry Shamet, Alfred Payton joins the Suns backcourt and lost a little bit of depth with Javion Carter, Torrey Craig, and Eachwan Moore and Langston Galloway. And they'll look to accumulate themselves with Chris Paul, the point guard, always quickly as possible. So even they added shooting to Landry Shamet and Alfred Payton. Only person I'm really worried about all the people that they lost was Javion Carter and Torrey Craig. So technically you kind of mixed in.
You bring back yeah.
You kind of mixed in. So how do y'all feel about, the Suns being at number 4?
I mean, people are saying because of injuries, they shouldn't even been at the spot. Do you think they could have beaten a healthy Lakers team in that round? No.
I don't really.
Did you get pulled over?
What?
I did not get pulled over. They're repaving the street.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, wait.
I'm like, oh man, she got pulled over.
To me, I don't think with a healthy Lakers team, I don't think Phoenix Suns would have got past them.
Yeah, they got JaVale McGee also.
Yeah, I forgot they got JaVale McGee, and they brought Campaign back as well.
Yeah, who was very good for him out the bench. I don't think they would have beat him. You could make an argument that would have probably been the Lakers if they was fully suited and healthy. But I think they could have competed. But I don't know about beating them. I'll put Utah over Phoenix coming up.
All right, so Utah is number 5 at this ranking. Number 6, Miami Heat.
I like that for the
I
Heat.
like that pick. I like that. Yeah,
I like that a lot.
I like that.
Number 7, Denver Nuggets.
I would have Denver a bit higher, but isn't Jamal Murray injured?
I love Denver at that spot. Even without Jamal Murray, they still managed to go to the second round. Even though they did get swept by Phoenix. They did get swept by Phoenix. I like that. I mean,
I'll take it, but if you had Jamal Murray, that would be higher.
And number 8, the Philadelphia 76ers. How y'all feel about this one? I'm not feeling the number 8 spot.
Yeah,
What, Key?
I think they should at least been maybe 6, 7.
Who?
I don't know.
Not
I really
No,
don't
I'm
know.
not.
I mean, they're
I'll
definitely
take
top 10.
I'll take Sixers top 10.
I don't think the Sixers. I don't think the Sixers need to be that high. I would take Atlanta over Philadelphia. I would for us right now. I would take Atlanta over them.
Because they beat.
I just feel like now the Sixers are very uncertain with Ben Simmons, and it really hurts the stock of the 76ers. Being a Sixers fan, I would love to keep them at number 8, but that whole situation with Ben Simmons is really hurting the stock. It really is.
Yeah.
Let me put our background back in here again. Okay, cool. So after the Sixers, we got the Atlanta Hawks right under them at 9.
I put the Hawks. I will put the Hawks over the Sixers. I will put Hawks over Sixers. I will put them over.
I'll keep Sixers where they're at.
Number 10, Golden State.
When they're healthy. When
they're
Klay
healthy,
Thompson
they
is
can be
healthy,
higher
I
than
think
the Sixers.
they could be higher than that. When Golden State is healthy, they could be higher.
So they did get the development lottery picks of Jonathan Kaminga, Moses Moody, and their second overall pick James Wiseman. Definitely going to take another step with that young core with Curry and Klay Thompson, definitely, and Draymond Green being
And
the leader of that team.
Clay's back. Klay Thompson's coming back this season.
Klay Thompson, if I was you, don't play no pickup ball, bro, because you're supposed to be back last year.
He said don't play no pickup ball.
Don't play no pickup ball. You done. You chill out. Number 11, the Dallas Mavericks.
They need to get a second star.
I don't like Dallas over the Clippers though. I don't like them over the Clippers. So
Well, the Clippers don't have Kawhi.
That's the only thing. I think the Clippers are a bit too high.
I think the Clippers. I think they should be over Dallas though. I think they should
so.
be over Dallas. I think they should.
I think Dallas have a better coach, which is Jason Kidd. I love Tyronn Lue, but I feel like Tyronn Lue, the only way he wins when he's around players that's already successful.
I mean, but no Kawhi Leonard. I mean, they beat them. The Clippers still managed to make the Western Conference Finals, even with no Kawhi Leonard.
I disagree.
Even with no Kawhi Leonard,
they don't have enough. In that Western Conference, they don't have enough, bro. They still will be a top 7 team in the Western Conference. They still will be a 7 seed in the Western Conference. I think they still got good enough players. Kawhi Leonard went out early in the second round, and they still managed to get to the NBA final, get to the Western Conference Finals without him. So I will take them over Dallas. I can't see the Clippers beating Dallas with Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow. Justice Winslow he was supposed to be good in the NBA. He's not good. Terrence Mann, I like it. Reggie Jackson, I like it. But Luke Kennard and Eric Bledsoe, I'm just not feeling those two. I'm really not feeling those two. And Eric Bledsoe, he's a guy that jumps from team to team because he don't know what his own identity is as a player.
Yeah,
so I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm not.
I still think they're a top 7 team in the Western Conference. I mean, they beat Dallas in 7, and they beat Utah. They beat Utah without Kawhi Leonard. They beat Utah. So you can argue they still a pretty decent team. They're not a championship contender. They'll playoff contender. They'll playoff contender, but not a championship contender.
Okay. Number 13, the Boston Celtics.
I hate to say this. I have them higher than the Clippers.
I don't have them that higher. I think they should be right there, at least at 13 or 14.
Clippers,
I think they should be right there. I don't have them higher.
I'm not too bad with the point guard position, though, when you have guards like Josh Richardson and Dennis Schroeder. And just to let y'all know, people keep saying that he gave up $84 million to stay with the Lakers. But according to Dennis Schroeder, he said he never even saw that contract presented to him.
He didn't want to be there. I didn't believe he wanted to be with the Lakers. He didn't want to be there. You pass up that type of money, he didn't want to be there.
How can you pass up money when it's not even when the contract was never even presented to you?
Well, I mean, we would never know that situation, but I didn't believe he wanted to be there.
Dennis Schroeder came out and said that, how can I give up? Why would I give up $84 million if it was presented to me?
Yep.
I don't think he gave it up. I think he didn't want to be a Laker, but at the same time, if it would have gave him $84 million, he would have stayed. I think he would have stayed for $84 million. That's just me.
Yeah.
But Dennis Schroeder and Josh Richardson is back there. Kimber's no longer there, and Kimber was an issue.
Yep.
In Boston, he was an issue because Kemba Walker could not stay healthy. None of that, and you gave up a well, I don't know, whatever guard that comes through there have issues, but I feel like Dennis Schroeder is a reliable guard. I think Josh Richardson is a reliable guard. This guy always want to eat. You greedy mother effer. He's greedy.
I can't blame him.
He always want to eat, but I can't say the same thing. This is where I think this team should be higher than 14, and that is the New York Knicks.
Oh.
Me personally, I know it's on the East Coast, and we got to be Sixers fans, and we got to be biased about it, but I'm saying this right now. I think the Knicks should be higher than 14.
So who is 13 again?
They should be higher than Boston.
Yes, I agree with that. Knicks should be higher than Boston.
They should be higher than Boston, and I feel like they should be higher than a few of these teams in the top 10. I think they should be. I think they should be number 11. I think they should be on the outside looking in.
No.
Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Knicks. I think the Knicks should be outside looking in for top 10 power rankings. They should be number 11, in my opinion.
Yeah, they should be up there. They should be up there.
They should not.
I think they're better than Boston. I think they're better than Boston.
Yeah, they're definitely better than Boston.
I think they're better than Boston. Yeah.
15, the Portland Trailblazers.
Too high.
That's way too high.
That's way too high. I think they're too high.
They still keep the addition of Norman Powell. They added some veterans: Ben Lattimore, Larry Nance Jr., Tony Snell, and Cody Zeller. So, that's been the problem with Portland. They could never, ever, ever have a second team.
That's the problem, right? It is,
and that's why that's why I like Ben McLemore, because he can shoot. Larry Nance is a good player if he's healthy, and Tony Snell is a good defender too.
I mean, I feel like their best year was when they made the Western Conference Finals. I feel like that was their best year right there. That was probably their chance. And when they did lose that finals, Western Conference Finals, they gave up the lead every single time when they was up. So like, I feel like they should be lower. They should be lower than that. They should be lower than that. I don't think that would be enough to compete in the Western Conference where every team is getting better. I just don't believe that. And then they're not even better than Denver without Jamal Murray. They're not even better with Denver without Jamal Murray.
Number 16, Memphis Grizzlies.
I think who was higher than them again? I'm sorry.
Portland is higher than them.
Portland is higher than them. New York is higher than them. Boston, I think they higher than Boston, and they higher than Portland.
Yeah, I agree.
Because now you still have Jarrett Jackson, that's only 22 years old, coming into his fourth season. If he can stay healthy, this team is really good.
Yep.
Indiana Pacers, 17.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Something telling me they too high.
I think as you get lower into the rankings, that's where they really belong.
Yeah.
I have the Hornets higher than the Pacers.
I like the Pacers. I think the Pacers are better.
I know, but like, you got the Hornets, you got the Raptors at 19. Yeah. Chicago should be way higher.
Yes.
They should not be
They should be
20.
way higher. Chicago is better than Charlotte in the Pacers.
Exactly.
As of right now, yes. I think I think they should be. I think they should jump them. I think they should be higher than both of those teams. Yes.
Now, are they going off of the acquisitions they got, or were they going off of their performance last season?
They going off their record of 31-41. They post free agency ranking was at 19, and they talking about the acquisitions of DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso, and but the key for Billy Donovan is coming into training camp, seeing how those pieces are along with holdovers of Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and Patrick Williams can work as a defensive group. They do say it is a few doubts around the league about whether the Bulls will score, but as many doubts of whether the Bulls will be able to defend at a high enough level to win consistently. That's what it says on ESPN.
Yeah, I definitely think they're better. They're better than Boston. They're better than
feel
Charlotte.
like they're better than Boston because all Boston really has is Jason Tatum.
Yeah, yep. Actually.
You bring in DeMar Rosen, another scorer. You bring in Lonzo, that can score, but can defend. And Alex Caruso can be that point guard to start and move the ball.
And Zach LaVine is a star. Is a star. And you got Vucevic. Don't forget Nikola Vucevic, who can get you 20 a night now. He's a borderline all-star type guy. Yep. I definitely agree.
21, Washington Wizards. But look at that lineup.
That lineup looked pretty good.
That lineup looks promising at 21.
Yes,
I'm sorry to say.
Yes,
with Bradley Beal, Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, KCP, Aaron Holiday, and Daniel Gafford. I'll take this.
Hey, I'll take it. I think they're a legit playoff. They should be a playoff team. They're going to be fighting.
Gafford wasn't bad, though. He fought hard in that Philly series.
Yes. I think they're a pretty good team.
The other guy that begin with an H, Hamuchamara or something like that. Do they still got him?
Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, Hachimura. Yeah. They still got him. Rui Hachimura. That's what you're talking about.
Adding him with this squad, I like it.
Yeah, I think they'll be competing in the AC between 7th, 8th in the Eastern Conference. They're going to be around that range.
This is right where they at though.
Yeah.
You think they'll be in the playing game?
Definitely, I think they'll be fighting.
I think they'll be fighting.
They should be in the playing games, yeah. Either that 7th or 8th seed in between that area.
Didn't they get a new head coach too, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, they got Wes Unseld Jr. They got Wes Unseld Jr. as a head coach.
Okay. All right, so 22, the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm not feeling this team right now.
I'm not feeling this team.
Lower than 22.
I think they should be lower. I got San Antonio. I think I push up San Antonio.
Yeah, push San Antonio is number 23.
Yeah, I push up San Antonio over them. I don't like the Pelicans. I don't like that team. I don't like them.
Yeah, so I mean, you still got DeJounte Murray and Derek White, averaging almost 16 apiece with Thaddeus Young. You bring Emmanuel over there and the Derek McDermott over there. So Doug McDermott over there. So I think Pop is like trying to get this team young, but still have that old school playing style as what he wants.
Yep.
24, Sacramento Kings.
Ooh.
Okay, I took that back. Who's 23?
That's
San Antonio
interesting
Spurs.
too, though.
Spurs
Sacramento is
22?
an interesting team. Sacramento is an interesting team.
Who's
I'm not
22?
feeling the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans are down further. I think they're down further.
Was,
20 was the Bulls, 19 was the Raptors, but the Bulls was 20, Wizards was 21, Pelicans is 22, Spurs is 23.
I think the Pelicans should be lower than the Kings. Actually, I think the Pelicans should be lower than the Kings.
I agree.
It's just Brandon Ingram.
That's
and,
it.
Zion Williamson. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
I
think they're lower.
After this year, Zion's gone. After this year, I think he's gone.
Yeah, but I feel like he needs to play out his rookie contract.
Zion played this year. I think he had to get surgery on something.
Yeah, he had a little foot surgery, but they say he'll be back by the opener. So 24, Sacramento. I think the Pelicans should be at 24. Sacramento should be at 22.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not. I mean, Sacramento. They still got Davion Mitchell. That was a good pickup.
Oh, that man is good.
Out of the draft.
That man is good. Yeah.
They still have De'Aaron Fox.
They still got Buddy Hield over there.
They got a nice little young squad. They just got to learn how to play together.
Definitely.
Minnesota Timberwolves should be lower than 25.
They should be lower. They should be lower down. They should be down here.
They should be like close to 30.
So they still got D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, and Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
But they don't have nothing outside of that. So that's why I feel like they should be.
Just let me say something real quick. I heard that Minnesota's going all in on number 25, but they don't want to give up Cat, they don't want to give up D'Lo, and they don't want to give up Anthony Edwards. So what's the point for us?
Well, at the end of the day, I don't think the Sixers is going to make a deal with the Sacramento Kings anyway. Because the Sacramento Kings, those three players are the future for the Kings.
No, that's the Timberwolves.
Oh, the Timberwolves?
Yeah.
Honestly, they don't want to give up them players either. I mean, they said Karl Anthony Towns said that he silently requested a trade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't feel like the Timberwolves don't want to give up everything for a guy like Ben Simmons. That's one. People know. See, that's the thing. People know what Ben Simmons is as a player.
That's what I'm saying.
They already know what he could do, but do they really want to take a risk on a non-shooting guard to give up a shooting guard like D'Angelo Russell? I don't see it. That's the thing. Number 26, Detroit Pistons, and number 27, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland should be over. Cleveland should be over them. Cleveland should be over them.
Detroit.
Cleveland is better. Cleveland is better than Detroit. They're better than Detroit.
I think Jeremy Grant and Cade Cunningham is going to be really good this year. I think they should stay right where they're at.
Yeah.
At 26 and 27.
Yeah.
We just got to see what Cade Cunningham's going to do coming into this year.
Yeah.
We got 28 and 29. The Houston Rockets, your squad, Donte, and Orlando Magic at 29.
I think we better than Detroit.
Yeah,
I think we're better than Detroit and Orlando. But other than that, we shouldn't be more higher than that. This is our ceiling right here, but we should be over Detroit though. We definitely should be over Detroit. I think.
And then last but not least, Arku, you're not going to like this. Arku, you're not going to like this.
Okay.
Last people in the rankings is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Do you guys think they should be higher or right where they're at?
Is there a
I think Orlando should be down now, right there at 30. That's why I think Orlando should be at 30.
Orlando's only one up from OKC.
I know. I think they should switch spots though. I think they should switch spots. He said he don't mind the Thunder being in last.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure because I know he's a hardcore. I know he's a hardcore Thunder fan, so that's why I said that.
For me, I would flip because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's the only reason I would flip.
Okay.
That's the only reason I'll flip. I think Shai's better than anyone that the Magic have. Honestly. Who does the Magic have that can compete with Shai?
Well, I mean, Jonathan Isaac is Isaac is pretty good.
But he can't stay on the floor. He can't stay on the floor. Isaac is good, but he can't stay on the floor. You got to get him on the floor. You got to keep him on the floor.
So who's their shooting guards? They have Markelle Fultz.
Which he's playing better than he did with the 76ers. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but he has improved. It's just that, mind you, last year he was having a good year until he tore his ACL.
ACL up. He tore his ACL in Phoenix.
He can't stay on the floor either.
Say what?
He can't stay on the floor healthy either.
But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think if their team can stay healthy, they'll be fine.
25?
Yeah.
That's my case closed. Who on the Magic can average 20 to 25?
It was who was that guy? What's his freaking name?
You can't remember his name.
I know his name. I know who it is, but I just can't think of a name right now.
Cole Anthony?
It's somebody that I can say that that he's not he's looked over.
He on the team right now?
He's not even there.
So we're gonna talk before we go because we all know we got a few minutes left.
Okay.
Few things I want to talk about. I hope this thing don't play. Ranking the best players of 21 to 22.
Okay.
Number 5 to 1. And the first player comes to hand is Steph Curry. Last year's ranking, he was ranked 8th.
Can you scroll up? Scroll up real quick. It said number 5.
Number 5 is Steph Curry.
Oh, I thought you said number 1. I'm like, wait.
Okay,
what?
okay.
Huh?
No, number 5. They're going from 5 to 1.
Okay. So Curry's 5.
5 to 1 was Steph Curry. And then, they have all they said one thing to watch for when it comes to Curry. It says Curry entered this season just 100 with just 141 3-pointers behind Ray Allen for the top spot of all-time list. Given that Curry made 337 threes last season, and he figures to eclipse Allen before the All-Star break.
Agree.
Number 4,
Agree.
Luka Doncic at number 4.
I like that. I like it a lot.
Key, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey.
So they said one thing to watch for is there's a good chance that Doncic will rank among the top 10 all-time in triple-doubles by his 23rd birthday, which is February 28th. Doncic had 36 triple-doubles through his third season, plus 3 more in the playoffs, putting him 7 behind, I don't know who Fat Lever is, but whoever, for the 10th most in NBA history. Doncic is only 2 shy of Oscar Robertson for the most triple-doubles before turning 23. Doncic has scored at least 30-plus points in 17 of those triple-doubles. According to ESPN Stats and Information Research, only 7 players as many or more with 30-point triple-doubles: Robinson, Westbrook, James Harden, Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson.
Yeah, I like that. I was gonna say Joel Embiid. I wanted to put Joel Embiid in that 4 too. I think he's well deserving, but again, you can't fight. You can't. I'm not gonna overlook Luka.
I would not be surprised if they put Jokic here. I would not be surprised.
Number 3 is LeBron James.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll put LeBron there. Then 2 I'll put Giannis, 1 I'll put KD.
So it says one thing to watch for LeBron James is that he entered the season with 1,562 points, away from passing Karl Malone for the number 2 on the league all-time scoring list. If James averaged 25 points a game that he did last season in every play in every game, he would be on the range to pass Malone in LA for the 63rd game on the schedule, which happens to be primetime on ABC matchup against Stephen Curry and the Warriors.
I agree. He should be at 3.
Number 2, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I will have him at 1. I will flip him and put him at 1. I will put him at 1 right now.
All right, you'll put him at. I think he stays here at 2, in my opinion.
I mean, it could go either way, but I put him at 1. He's the defending champion. He's gonna be up in the league fighting between MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. He's gonna be between that every single season. But I'm not mad at Kevin Durant being number 1. He can go either way.
I just gotta say this: if Kevin Durant's foot was smaller, Giannis would not have been there.
Hey, if the Brooklyn Nets were healthy, period, I believe they would have knocked him off. I believe. Yeah. And if Kyrie wanted to play basketball, if he decides to want to play basketball, yeah, I will put them there.
All right, Key, I'm gonna go back through these for you real quick. So this is the ranking of the best players for 2021 to 22 from 5 to 1.
Okay.
Number 5 was Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 was Luka Doncic. Number 3 was LeBron James. Number 2 was Giannis Antetokounmpo. And number 1 was Kevin Durant. The one thing to watch for Kevin Durant, it says that the Nets protected Durant as much as they could last season. He averaged the fewest minutes per game during a regular season, and he skipped some back-to-backs. With the team deeper this season, after signing a host of veterans, they said that to protect Durant, somebody got some chips, or I hear it. They said that inactive list may be the only thing that stops him that may affect his MVP race, but could be a topic once the year unfolds. So how do y'all feel about that 5?
That 5's about right.
I like it. I like it. I probably would have put Giannis at number 1, but again, can't be mad at KD. I mean, like I say, for what he did for that team, and James Harden not coming back 100% still, and for them to be going at James Harden, a weekend James Harden hamstring, and for KD to do what he did throughout game 2 and on. I mean, I'm not mad at them putting him at number 1. That man averaged 43 points after game 2 a game. 43 points. So, if they were a healthy team, KD would have been in the finals. They would have won the finals. So I'm not mad at that list. I think the list is right. I think it's about right.
Yeah, I think it's about right too. I mean, if it's one person that you would have switched out, and I ask it for all y'all. If it's one person that was get switched out, who would it be?
I would switch out. I would hate to say this. One person I could switch out for somebody, I would switch out Luka, and I would put Embiid in that situation. Because Embiid was the MVP until Jokic until he got hurt last year. So if I had to switch out somebody, I would switch out Luka and put Embiid in that spot right there. If I had to switch out one person.
Okay, so now with this top 5, who would be y'all 6 to 10?
6 to 10?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I got you. I
You know
got you.
how I come with the questions, Ken.
I
You
got
know
you.
how
I
I
got
am.
you. My 6 to 10, I will go Embiid. I'm gonna go Embiid number 6. I will go with Tatum 7. I'm gonna go with Kawhi Leonard. You talking about the ones that playing right this year? That's playing.
Yeah, that's
this
playing
year.
this year.
Okay, Kawhi Leonard's not playing. I'm gonna go with James Hart 8. I will take
What about Jokic?
Paul George. I'm gonna take Paul George, and I'm gonna take Damian Lillard.
Not the MVP?
Playing Damian Lillard at 10 is kind of sketchy for me, brother.
Yeah, I'm
Taking
I would have Jokic there over Tatum.
No. Jokic not even better than Embiid. He's not.
This is from 5 to 1. The 5 to 1.
That's from 5 to 1 though.
It was 5 to 1. So it was number 5 Steph Curry, number 4 Luka, number 3 LeBron James, number 2 was Giannis Antetokounmpo, and number 1 was Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, I'm not putting Jokic over any of them. I'm sorry to say.
Thank you.
I would put Jokic over Tatum.
Nah.
I mean, Jokic is a top 5 center in this league.
Yep.
Are we talking about top 10 player in this league? I don't know.
He's MVP.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I love Jokic. Don't get me wrong.
I love him too.
Why am I arguing?
I love Jokic, but I just don't know.
He's not a top. I don't think he's a top 10 player.
I just don't see him as a top 10 player. I just don't.
I don't see him. I see him as a top 11, top 15.
If you name all the players Donte is playing, I mean, Jason Tatum, he's doing it by himself in Boston. He's doing it by himself.
He carried the team to the playoffs.
If Jokic was doing it without Jamal Murray, but he still had a supporting cast.
Yes.
Tatum does not have a supporting cast.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown got hurt. He got hurt. He broke his wrist.
Jaylen Brown is not a Jason Tatum, bro.
He broke his wrist early in the season. Tatum literally carried that team to the playoff. First round, and he had a big series.
I got a question though. If Jaylen Brown was out, the only person you can really name that's really good over there is Marcus Smart.
I'm gonna tell you this.
He's not a scorer. That's the crazy part.
Yes. I mean, Coach Spotlight. If I got a question for you. It's similar to that question. If Tatum was in the same scenario that Jaylen Brown was hurt, can Jaylen Brown carry the Celtics to the playoffs? To the playoffs?
No.
Okay.
No, Jaylen Brown cannot. No. I'm telling
That's
you.
why I put Tatum in there.
I mean, I love Jokic. I think Jokic is we're not taking nothing away from him. But would you put him over a Damian Lillard? No. Would you put him over a James Harden?
One ranked
no.
In the West? Or the 2?
You say what?
They was number 2 because the Suns was the number 1 team in the West.
Right. Higher than I forgot. I thought
they was number 2. Even though it was number 2, but Jokic just played better with a put Nikola Jokic on that Boston team. He would not be as successful with Boston.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Jokic has a supporting cast that makes him good.
With no Jamal Murray,
he's trash because I think he's great. I think he's great.
With no Jamal Murray, he still had Monte Morris, who was very good. Mm-hmm. He still had Michael Porter Jr., who got his money, who got his payday. You still had Aaron Gordon. You still have him. I mean, you still have Will Barton. You still have him.
Everyone came late.
I understand, but they still able to sweep the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, they still was able to have. They have a supporting cast.
Yes, they still had
So I mean, with Nikola Jokic, like I just feel like he's the Celtics had issues. Yeah, the Celtics had issues last year with Kemba Walker and all that, and they still persevered with Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is their guy. So
Donte, who's the rest of your top 10 after Tatum?
After Tatum, I had
Paul George,
and Damian Lillard.
I can see Lillard. Paul George.
Paul George stepped it up in the playoffs. Paul George stepped him up in the playoffs.
Okay, I'll give you that.
He stepped it up. He stepped his game up another level.
Playoffs, I'll give you that. I'm glad
that's
that
interesting.
That is. I know it's interesting.
I love these type of rankings because you want to swap out people.
Yes.
Now, Luka, I would keep at 4, but the thing about it is about Luka is his supporting cast. That's my only issue with him.
Yeah.
I mean, is what's his freaking name? Is KP all in now? That's my question.
Yeah.
Is he finally all in? Is he starting to realize that he's a number 2 and not a number 1? They know Luka is the number 1. That's my only issue with Dallas, but I feel like they got the right coach, and Jason Kidd over there, and I think it's going to change his game a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah, they need a solid number 2. I said that earlier. They need a solid number 2.
They need a solid number 2, but I feel like Jason Kidd is a good developer. You see what he did in Milwaukee until they fired him.
I mean, I still feel like Dallas still one stud piece away from making a big run I don't think KP and them is good enough.
Not gonna do it.
I don't think that is good. They're good enough. I still think they one piece away, probably one good piece away.
But what about what is his name? Jesus Christ. Darn. What is his name? Smith Jr.
Dennis Smith Jr.
I think it was another guy. I don't think it's Dennis Smith.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Who?
Who are you talking about?
You talking about from Dallas?
Yes.
You talking about Finney-Smith? Dorian Finney-Smith?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't know who this guy is. Keep coming here saying I'm your worst nightmare. Jesus Christ, this little Nazi. Let me look at their starting 5 real quick. I think it's Dennis Smith though.
Nah, Dennis Smith played for the Knicks. He played for the Pistons. Now Dennis Smith
got traded from Dallas.
Yep.
It's another player.
You might talk about Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Vinny Smith is. I don't really feel his game. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. over there.
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, but
that's who I'm talking about. Tim Hardaway Jr. I knew it was a goddamn junior somewhere.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, he checks out in a lot of games though, in a lot of big situations though. He can be a good. He's a very good piece. But I still think
they got a nice little squad over there.
They got a great squad. They got a nice little squad for a 4th
All right, so the
15
last
team.
topic of the day is about the Brooklyn Nets. And it's about Kyrie Irving again. Saying that he denied he was a no-show at Media Day, and it sparked so much uncertainty with him. Now, this is my thing with Kyrie Irving. You should have went to Media Day and explained yourself about last season. Because you not showing up to Media Day, I don't know, you probably in training camp or something of that nature, but I think he should have been at Media Day, in my opinion.
I think he should have been at Media Day too. I don't know if his heart is all in basketball no more. I don't know if it is. He missed a lot of games last year due to that, personal issues and stuff like that. And he wouldn't tell the coaching staff where he was. He wouldn't give Steve Nash a call. I don't think Kyrie Irving's heart all in basketball anymore. I just really don't think. And he definitely should have went to Media Day. But I just don't think Kyrie feeling the game of basketball anymore like that. I just don't think, because he broke several protocols last year, which got him fined last year. So again, I just don't think his heart is in it no more. I don't think his heart is in it.
How y'all feel about this Kyrie situation now? How y'all feel about it?
So for me, he should have been at Media Day, obviously. But this Kyrie, it's just like we're used to this by now, right? We're just used to this. And people are actually telling me that the Sixers should trade Ben Simmons for Kyrie. And I'm like, for basketball, yes. Off the court issues? Hell no. Get me far away from him as possible. Like,
I mean, if he didn't have the off the field issues, right? If Kyrie didn't have the off the field issues, I think that would have been a great trade.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been a great trade.
That would have been awesome.
Off the field issues, kill it.
Yep.
Kill it for him.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. That would have been a great trade. Awesome trade. That move would have got him over the top right there. That move probably would have got him over the top.
I think it would have got the Sixers over the top.
Yep. Definitely.
It would have got the Sixers over the top.
Remember when he went to Boston and he made that speech like he's never going to leave, and then he left?
But I think it had a lot to do with coaching, with Bradley Stevens and how he coaches, and that's why I feel like the Celtics needed a new scenery. They needed a new coach. They needed a new regime. They needed all of that because Bradley Stevens, I mean, he had his good years as a Boston head coach.
Yep.
But at the same time, Kemba wasn't happy there. Kyrie wasn't happy there. And they two legit point guards in the NBA. And you can't keep them two on one team. That's a problem when it's starting from Danny Ainge and it's starting from Bradley Stevens as well. So
I think it's more
I know you don't have
happen.
much to say about Kyrie. I think you're already done with him.
It's just like Kyrie's a good player. He's one of the best guards with a great handle. It's just, has he mentally checked out?
What's going on, Jake, from the Snake Sports Talk Show? What's going on,
I
brother?
believe something more happened in that front office that we don't know about, that Brad Stevens all of a sudden wanted to go in the front office of personnel. I believe something more went down in Boston that happened.
Instead of firing him, he's decided to step down and get a promotion.
Yes, I believe it's something more happened to that area why they fired him as a coach, why he's not a coach no more. I think it's something more happened.
So for the people that just coming in, I hope Jake is still watching this if he is. Top five players for 2021 going into the season is Curry, Donte, LeBron James, Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant. You can make a case for other people as well. That's fine. The power rankings, Nets at 1, Bucks 2, Lakers 3, Suns 4, Jazz 5. The Heat is 6, Nuggets 7. 8 is the 76ers, 9 is the Hawks, 10 is the Warriors. Mavs is 11, Clippers is 12, Celtics 13, Knicks 14, which I think they should be higher. 15, Portland, 16, Grizzlies, 17, Pacers, 18, Hornets, 19, the Raptors, 20, the Bulls, 21 is the Wizards, 22 is the Pelicans, 23 is the Spurs, 24 is the Kings, 25 is the T-Wolves, 26 is the Pistons, 27 is the Cavs, 28 Rockets, 29 Magic, and last but not least, number 30, the Oklahoma City Thunder. So that is your take today, y'all, for episode 2 of the Fadeaway NBA podcast. Anything else y'all need to say NBA-wise before we head out of here, y'all?
Number 25 leave. There's the door.
I mean, I'm happy for Kevin Porter Jr., Michael Porter Jr. got his money, well deserving. The Denver Nuggets is going to be right in the pack again this year. And I'll say I can't wait till basketball start. Preseason October the 5th. So happy for shout out to Kevin Porter Jr. and shout out to my fave in the chat right now. But shout out to Kevin Porter Jr. and the Spotlight Sports Network. But shout out to Kevin Porter Jr. again. Michael Porter.
You mean
Jr.
Michael Porter Jr.?
Michael Porter
Who the hell is
Jr.
Kevin?
Kevin played for the Rockets. My fault. Kevin played for the Rockets. But Michael Porter Jr.
NBA that we can't keep up with.
Michael Porter Jr. for getting his money, for getting that bread, though. Shout out to him, Michael Porter Jr.
Key, anything else?
Hopefully I can be in the Wells Fargo Center for some games. We'll see. But we'll see how that go down. I'm gonna be there this weekend for the Flyers game. So.
Oh yeah, nice.
Key, we're 1 week away. We're 1 week away from AEW, baby. 1 week away. Just to let y'all know, right after this show,
and we're gonna see you.
And so it will be an AEW live stream right after this at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the Spotlight Sports Network and on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all go and watch that. That's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see that. And just to let everybody know, if you want some of our merch, which we have, the link is in the description, make sure it's 20% off from today to Friday. So if you want to get Coach Donte, you want to get Key in the building, I'm still waiting to try to get Mitch merch. Hopefully, we can get him a crazy logo to get his merch on there. But everybody else is on there as well. Not everybody else, but we still got more people to add on there. But if you want to go get some merch right now, even Spotlight Sports Network, if you see the logo in your right-hand corner, we have that merch on there when it comes to T-shirts, coffee mugs, hoodies will be coming in the next couple of weeks. So make sure y'all go in there and cop your favorite sports podcaster merch, even if it's a hat, T-shirt. I don't care if it's a goddamn drawstring book bag. I don't care. Even
you can even get a sticker. I got a couple stickers.
You can get a sticker.
And you got a couple of them too.
Spotlight Graders Talk cell phone case that I got off of SpotlightSportsGear.com. So make sure y'all check out for that. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun NBA podcast. And we will see y'all next Wednesday, same time, same place. Have a blessed night, and we see y'all in the AEW chat. Peace, love, and blessings, and we're out.